day. From Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
We get our first look now at Carson Wentz and this Philadelphia Eagle offense.
And not only is he blessed physically, this guy is the quintessential gym rat. Cannot get enough football. In fact, during his rookie season, when he was charged with being the guy who brought the food to the quarterback meetings early, and they would often start at 5 in the morning, he always beat everyone else to the building and was ready to go before the rest of the guys arrived.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down, Winters. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
That's good.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And the pressure gets to him again. Chase Young, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He was brought down at
the numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 8 carries, 127 yards, and a score.
And well liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
On the play.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Haskins on 3rd down. And he finds McLaurin. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
At the Eagles' 2-yard line.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd and goal, Haskins. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
Like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
3-yard line.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll set up to throw from the gun. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The numbers for him from a week ago. 5 catches, 55 yards.
And what we just saw there was exactly what they need against this defense. Big plays. They were able to pick up a 1st down on that one.
They hand off to their big tight end. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Washington 7, Eagles 0.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz looking for his running back, and he's got him. And at a 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So here is Washington now to take over. They fell last week to Cleveland, but they're on top here as they start this drive 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And down to the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really floating around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Julio Jones. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
25 yards.
Carson Wentz and the Eagles getting set to take over. And maybe he's starting. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
On 1st down, Royal, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Over the middle, complete. It's Wood. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Wentz now on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Working from the gun. Wentz. That's complete right around the 8. Now the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd and goal.
Again, it's Wentz. And that's going to be caught front. Eagles touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Eagles are back within a score. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
We'll take over 1st and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
3.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins got his man there complete to Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
Washington first down.
As they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now Haskins on 1st down. Flush to his right. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed 1 of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
Looking for the end zone. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete to
Terry McLaurin as the first half is winding down. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Defense. Come on, baby!
Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
He's going to find Gallup here complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
To Michael Gallup. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Haskins firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something...
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Number 11.
Julio Jones.
Touchdown.
With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
At the 37-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
The tackle made.
Tracy Walker in on the tackle.
It's a pickup.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safety?
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Here again comes Dwayne Haskins and company. Really solid effort for him right now. 3rd quarter, already 4 touchdown passes. How many can he get here?
That remains to be seen, but I know one thing. You and I will be here to watch, and I'm not going anywhere. With what he's doing in this contest, I'm not missing a minute of it. This guy's been spectacular.
Yeah, I mean, it's a team game, but sometimes these individual performances are fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes they just kind of come to the front, despite the fact, as you said, we know it's all about the team. But the way he's playing, he's trying to make his team win on his back.
Yeah, it's been exciting. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first down, it's Haskins. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. The throw by Haskins complete to McLaurin. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. From 21 yards away. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's there've got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
And he'll give it here to his running back. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. The Eagles send out their punter now. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
That one goes for 30 yards.
First down, Washington.
They'll run. This is Hunt. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
38-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll run again with Hunt. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Mariota to throw for it on 4th. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up
facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And does Washington have it? They do.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
Brought down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones.
Mariota.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st.
To Julio Jones.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. One final try now for Wentz. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And he will be out of bounds here with zeros on the clock as this ball game is over.
So a victory here for the Washington football team.
And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.